Hi friends, so let's continue the problems with using polynomials. Next question is find zeros or roots. So the root of equation is also called zero of the equation. Okay, find zeros or roots of the following quadratic polynomials by inspection and verify the relation between the roots and the coefficients. So remember that we can do it by inspection. So these are the sub questions. So let us take one sub question at a time. So x squared minus 2x minus 8. Okay. So you have to find two numbers whose product is minus 8 and whose sum is minus 2. So minus 8 can be written as minus 8 into 1, minus 4 into 2, etc. But only minus 4 into 2 gives you the sum you want, which is minus 2. Okay, so we can split this as x squared minus 4x plus 2x, because 4 into 2, right? This is positive 2. So plus 2x minus 8. So that will become, if you take x common, you'll get x into x minus 4 plus 2 common into x minus 4. So x minus 4, if you take common, x minus 4 into x plus 2 you'll get. So for getting the roots, you equate this to 0. X minus 4 into x plus 2 equal to 0. So x minus 4 equal to 0 or x plus 2 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 4 or x is equal to minus 2. Okay. Now these are the two roots. Let's verify the relationship between sum of the roots, product of the roots, etc. So if you take sum of the roots, 4 plus minus 2 will get 2. What is b here? Minus 2. What is minus of minus 2? It's 2. What is a here? 1. So minus b by a is 2. So the sum is also 2 and the minus b by a is also 2. Therefore, you have verified alpha plus beta is equal to b by a. Similarly, what is c by a? It is minus 8. Okay. What is the product of two roots? 4 into minus 2, which is minus 8. So we have verified that, okay, alpha beta is equal to c by a. Okay. Now again, the next problem, next sub problem, 4s squared minus 4s plus 1. Find two numbers such that their product is 4, but the sum must be minus 4. So 4 can be expressed as minus 4 into minus 1 or minus 2 into minus 2. But minus 2 into minus 2 is the combination we want to pick because the sum of them gives you minus 4. Okay. So we split this as 4s squared minus 2s plus 1. So if you take 2s common, you will get 2s minus 1. And if you take minus 1 common, you will get 2s minus 1. Right. So this is 2s minus 1 into 2s minus 1. So the roots are the same. So when you put s as half, there is only one root. Okay. Because both the terms here are same. So the root is only one root, which is s is equal to half. How do you get that? Just send the 1 to the other side of the equation and 2 to the denominator, you will get the answer. So what is alpha plus beta? It is half plus half because both roots are the same. Okay, which is 1. What is minus b by a? Right, minus b is minus of minus 4 divided by a is 4, that is 1. So you have proved it. That alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. What is c by a? 1 by 4. What is the product of root? 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, 1 by 4. So you have also proved that alpha beta is c by a. Okay. Next sub problem. 6x squared minus 3 minus 7x. See, this is not in the standard form. Okay. So when you're trying to solve anything, please first write it in the standard form. Standard form 6x squared. After that, the x term will come minus 7x. After that, minus 3 will come. Okay. Once you write it in the standard form, you have to find two numbers whose product is 18. 6 3s are minus 18. Okay. And whose sum is minus 7. Okay. Minus 18 can be minus 18 into 1, minus 6 into 3, and minus 9 into 2. But you have to consider minus 9 into 2 because that's what will give you minus 7. Okay. So what you do, you write this middle term as minus, right? You write the middle term as minus 7 minus 9x plus 2x minus 3, right? Minus 7x is written as minus 9x plus 2x. Then 3x can be taken common, correct? Because here 6x squared is there, here 9x is there, 3x can be taken common. You will get 2x minus 3. And 1 can be taken out common, you will get 2x minus 3. So to find the roots, you put 3x plus 1 into 2x minus 3 equal to 0. So either 3x plus 1 equal to 0 or 2x minus 3 is equal to 0, which implies x is equal to 1 by 3 minus 1 by 3 or 3 by 2. Okay. Now just to prove the alpha plus beta, you add the two roots, minus 1 by 3 plus 3 by 2. LCM is 6. This becomes 2. This becomes 9. 9 minus 2, 7 by 6. Minus b by a, look at this. What is minus b? Minus b is minus of minus 7 and a is 6. So minus of 7 by 6, 7 by 6. So you have proved that. A into b is 1 by 3 minus into 3 by 2. 3 3 cancels, minus 1 by 2. What is c by a? C is minus 3 divided by a, that is 6. Minus 3 by 6 is minus 1 by 2. So you have proved alpha beta is equal to c by a. Okay. So continuing, next sub problem, 4u squared minus 8u, that is 4u into u plus 2. You can write it as like this, and roots are u is equal to 0 because either u can be 0 or u can be minus 2. So if you put u is equal to minus 2, this term will get become 0. If you put u is equal to 0, this term will become 0. So either way, you get either u is equal to 0 or u is equal to minus 2. Okay. Now what is alpha plus beta? 0 plus minus 2, that is minus 2. Minus b by a is, what is b? It is 8. So minus b by a is minus 8 by 4, which is minus 2. Minus 2 and minus 2 are the same. So alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. What is alpha into beta? One root is 0. So 0 into minus 2, you'll get 0. What is c by a? See here, there is no c value. So it is a 0 value. There is no constant value. So it is 0 by 4, 0. So both are equal. What about t squared minus 15? This can be written as a squared minus b squared, which is a plus b into a minus b. Okay. So the roots are plus root 15 or minus root 15. Okay. So when you add these, plus root 15 minus root 15 will become 0. What is b here? See, b, there is no t term. So b is 0. So minus b by a is 0 by 1, that is 0. So you have proved it. And alpha beta is root 15 into minus root 15. So minus sign will remain. Root 15 into root 15 will give you this. What is c by a? C is minus 15. What is a? A is 1. So minus 15 equal to minus 15. You have proved that alpha beta is equal to c by a. Okay. Next sub problem. Okay. Find the 3x squared minus x minus 4. Right. So you have to find two numbers whose multiplication, whose product is minus 12, and when you add, you will get a minus number here, minus 1 here. So 12 can be expressed as minus 6 by 2, minus 6 into 2, or minus 4 by 3. But you choose the minus 4 by 3 combination because when you add them, you will get a minus 1 here. Right? So you rewrite this as 3x squared minus 4x plus 3x minus 4. So you can take x common, 3x minus 4. You can take 1 common, 3x minus 4. So you can say it as 3x minus 4 into x plus 1. Okay. For the roots, equate it to 0. X you will get 4 by 3 and here or minus 1. Okay. Again, if you add both of them, you will get 1 by 3. Minus b by a is also 1 by 3. So you have proved it. Then if you multiply them, minus 4 by 3 you will get, and c by a, what is c here? Minus 4. What is a here? 3. Minus 4 by 3 is equal to minus 4 by 3. So here we have verified it. Okay. Next problem. See, if you are given the sum and product of the roots, find the quadratic polynomial. Here you are given the reverse. Previously you are given the quadratic polynomial. You are supposed to find the roots and verify the relationship between the roots and the coefficients. Here they have given that coefficient sum is 1 by 4, coefficient product is minus 1. Now we know that coefficient sum is equal to minus b by a and coefficient product is c by a. And we also know that polynomial is of the form ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. Now dividing throughout LHS by and RHS by a, we will get that we'll get it as x squared plus b by a by into x plus c by a equal to 0. Okay. Please remember this. Whenever you are given the sum and product of the coefficients and you are asked to find out the quadratic equation, please remember this form, because sum can the b by a can be immediately substituted and c by a also can be immediately substituted. We are given that b by a is equal to 1 by 4, so minus b by a is 1 by 4, so b by a is minus 1 by 4, immediately substituted. C by a we have been given that it's minus 1, immediately substituted. Okay, so we get x squared minus x by 4 minus 1 equal to 0. Multiplying throughout by 4 we get 4x squared minus x minus 4 equal to 0. So from the sum and the product of the roots we are able to deduce what the quadratic equation is. Again, suppose you are given that the sum is 0 and the product is square root of 5. We are given that minus b by a, which is the sum, equal to 0. And we are given that c by a, which is the product, is equal to root 5. So substituting in x squared plus b by a into x plus c by a equal to 0, we get x squared plus b by a is equal minus b by a is equal to 0. So b by a is also equal to 0. And c by a is equal to root 5. We substitute it equal to 0. So x squared plus root 5 is equal to 0. So this is the quadratic equation. And this quadratic equation roots have the sum to be 0 and product to be root 5. Okay.